Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in our Let's Play series. That's not me. This is me. I tricked you. Yeah. Today we are here in the end to show some updates, some changes I did here. Let's try not to die and lose the 1000 levels. Yeah, I did spend some time in the gold farm, getting some XP. And I also changed a little bit my storage here. So now we have a space to place 5 shulkers here and unload all 5 of them at the same time. And everything that doesn't get sorted because we are unloading too fast will come here. As you can see, all these I have filters for them in the storage, but because we unload it too fast, they get here. And if this starts to get too full, like there is a comparator behind the chest. If it gets to signal strength 2, this will automatically drop everything again into the storage. Or you can just come here, press this button, and it will start dropping everything to be sorted again until it gets empty. Another update we did here in the end is in our furnace array here. Can you hear the difference? No, you can't exactly. Because before we had a bunch of observers spamming the droppers, and now we have this that has a comparator. So whenever something gets inside the dropper, it will power the dropper and drop the items in the water strings and get here to us. And also that helped a lot with the lag because yeah, 1700 droppers firing all the time, it was very laggy. And now we are here in Octunclis, and as you can see, I changed a little bit the decoration for the snow farm. I removed that part on top that was a little bit weird, and just made these pillars a little bit different. Looks much better, right? But now let's see the new farms we have here. So first of all, there is this that is a melon or 4 melon farms and 2 pumpkin farms. And the storage is down here. Yeah, the pumpkins we are just shulker box loading, and the melons I'm not shulker box loading because I want to first craft them into melons to trade with the villagers. And the next farm is this. It's just a villager farm for 2 farms for wheat, one for potatoes and one for carrots. And yeah, we have a shulker box loaders that come through here. And as you can see on top here, we have a lace collecting the drops. And another attempt of doing an azalea tree. If you guys remember before the world tour, we had the azalea tree farm. I made another one, but it's still broken. Yeah, we use this leaf here to update. When the observer observes the leaf when a tree grows. But I have noticed that sometimes this leaf doesn't give a update to the observer for some reason. Yeah, I'm still testing, so yeah, we still uh, gonna have to redo this farm. We did farm a little bit of stuff here, but yeah, I'm probably gonna spend some time creative trying to solve these problems. And the next farms are... What is this? Oh, it's a secret passage to a geode. Yeah, I found a couple geodes here, and I decided to make these farms here all waterlogged, and I have a conduit that gets to this geode and to another one. The other one is right there where we have our stronghold, our in the portal here. So in this staircase here, if we go all the way down, there is another geode here. So yeah, if we need a few amethysts, we can just come here in mind then. Yeah, but the coolest thing we have to show today is this. It's our potion farm, our brewing machine, brewing setup. And yeah, I'm really proud of this because it's very different than what we usually see. So I tried as a challenge to make a kind of hipster. I don't know, it's not exactly hipster because hipster is when you don't see the headstone, and I use the glass to see the headstone because I think it's cool. But yeah, it's flush with the floor, I guess. I don't know what it's called. But basically, the idea is we only have the brewing stands here, and everything, all the headstone, all the ingredients come from the floor here on these droppers. So for example, if I want the water bottles, I press this button and it will drop a bunch of water bottles there, as you can see. Now each brewing stand has 3 water bottles, and then we have the selector panel here. So for example, first we want nether wart. So a minecart will come out here, place a nether wart in each brewing stand, and then come back to its place, and everything will start brewing. Okay, this may have broken for some reason. Um, we crafted 1 billion water bottles there. Oopsie. I guess I need a repeater here to make this pulse a little bit longer. Okay, so I changed the torch that was here to here, and that the 2-tick repeater powering the piston. This should fix everything. And I'm just gonna let those water bottles despawn, not gonna bother with them. Yeah, but anyways, the awkward potions are done. Yeah, very awkward potions. And now we can choose this. So let's say, for example, we want invisibility. So I can press here, and uh, the golden carrots go there. The Minecraft comes back, and now we have a golden carrots being brewed here. And yeah, it is a little bit cringy because you have to press a button, wait for it to brew, and then press the next step. So for example, now let's say I want the fermented spider eye, and then the minecart goes there, dispense the fermented spider eyes. So yeah, you do have to wait, but this is not a big problem because I want to spend time here to load all the other farms like the melon farm, all the farms that work automatically, the uh, moss farm here. So yeah, it's actually a good thing to spend some time here. And now let's say we want to make it longer, so we click on the headstone, minecart goes there, dispense everything, and there it is. Yeah, I guess you kind of can see how the circuit works. So whenever the minecart dispenses items here, this comparator detects unpower this torch and will update all this, and these observers power the droppers. And then there is 2 other droppers under that hopper that the minecarts come in, just for the water bottles, that when we press this button, it will power this, that power all the observers there that are powering those 2 droppers, and then it will send a long pulse here, and then we'll send a delay a little bit here to power this again, and then for a third time because we need the 3 bottles. So there it is. Now we have the invisibility potion. We can remove everything from here manually. Yes, I know, cringe binge, but yeah, because I wanted that all the headstone would be underneath, would be a little bit harder to have some way to remove the potions too. And then you can place your sugar box here and have all your potions. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this, pretty happy. Uh, it was really fun to design this. Let me actually enter down there so we can see this a little bit better. Okay, we are here. So yeah, as you can see, we have observers powering these two uh, droppers here that have the water bottles. And yeah, signal comes from here, from when we press the button that observer powers that block, powers these rails, then these observers power this, that will power uh, this observer line, and then 12 headstone delay later it will power this, that powers again the line here, and then 12 headstone later powers this one that will power again this observer line. And whenever you get items on these droppers, either by getting water bottles from down here or ingredients from the minecart into these hoppers here, this will detect, update this, and power all the droppers. And you do need the 2 ticks of delay in these repeaters here, because it's the perfect timing, because you see this observer is powering this dropper directly, which powers also the one on top and the one on the bottom, but also powers the one next to it. So because of cross powering the dropper towers here, we needed this 2 tick delay or 2 headstone tick delay on the repeaters there. In the ingredients part here, we have this rail line where the minecarts come to this rail line, and we'll go on top here of the uh, hoppers there, and then they go back on top here. There is another rail line on top of this soul sand to bring the minecarts back. And unfortunately, this setup is directional because of whenever these minecarts come to this line, they will always go this way. So that where I'm facing right now, as you can see, is north. So yeah, if you build this facing north, the minecarts will go this way. So I couldn't build like the brewing stands there in this part of the minecarts here, like facing south, because uh, the minecarts would go the other way. Or I mean, I guess I could build it, but then I would have it to make this rail line go the other way. Well, so I guess it's not that much directional. You just can make, instead of going up here, going up on the other side. Yeah, I hope you guys understand what I mean, because I don't. But yeah, let's try to look at this headstone, because I'm very proud of this headstone. It's very compact and cool. So let me go up a little bit here. So first we have a chest there, or a barrel, and a hopper here where we input the ingredients. And this comparator is just to have a light indicator when you have enough ingredients. Because you can see some are turned off. There is actually 2 turned off, that is buffer fish and the rabbit's foot, because I don't have too much of those. And I did a trick I didn't do for the nether wart, but I did a trick in some of the ingredients. Let's see if in this one, yeah. I placed the filler items here, just so I don't have to fill the whole minecart chest. Because whenever we press the button and use 9 sugar, it would refill from the hopper here. This way we don't need too much. It's good for ingredients that we don't have too much, like phantom membranes, for example, that are kind of hard to get a lot of. So yeah, then we have the minecarts here on top of normal rails. Yeah, to place these rails like this, you will need to remove the comparators and place rails here, and then place all the rails, and then remove the rails from top here and replace them with comparators. You know how annoying it is to place rails. And then we have a powered rail here. This detector rail updates that uh, block there, that node block, to update the piston, quasi connectivity, whatever powering the piston. And then this piston moves this observer that powers this rail here, this activator rail, that powers or that get detected by this observer, and it will remove the rail from the soul sand. So whenever the mining cart comes, it will drop on the soul sand that's missing a rail, which is the one it just came out of. That's why you always have to press a button, wait for the mining cart to go, and then press the button again. But also you need to wait for the brewing to finish because the dropper elevators can only uh, place the items there if there's no items brewing. So yeah, that's pretty much it to the headstone. Oh, and of course we have the fence gates there, and there is a block, and the button is on top of the block there, on top of the fence gate. And we have levers here to power this, and levers here to power this rail here. Actually, it's probably better if I show this in creative, not in this tag space. Let's go a little bit to a creative world so I can show you. Okay, we are here in a creative world, and this is easier way to see. I guess you can just pause and copy this if you want. This rail is a normal rail. I tried to use a detector rail here to compare directly from the chassis, but the problem is that the detector rail powers the hopper and locks the hopper, so you do need a normal rail here. I guess a powered rail also would work because the hopper hitbox stops the minecart anyways. But basically this is how it works, and north is that way. Yes, I was testing stuff with the azalea tree farm there. Yeah, so north is that way, and I guess you can, like I said, just make the curve go up or down in the brewing stand in the other side if depending on the direction you build. Oh, hi, Editor Dog here. This is actually directional. Don't listen to Recording Dog, because when the minecart comes back and falls from the soul sand, it will always go south. So you need the hopper where the minecart stops there to be south. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys liked this brewing stand and the other farms. And I think the only farm I still want to build here is this one, the Guardian Farm. This was where the Guardian Temple was. So that's probably what we're gonna do next week. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I said this the last episode. If you guys want any tutorial for the brewing stand or the Shores Farm or any of the farms we have here, Bamboo Farm, Melon Farm, whatever farm, if you guys want a tutorial, ask in the comments and I might do it, but I will only do it if people ask because it's quite time consuming to make a tutorial video too. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I see you guys next week. Bye, bye, bye. What are you doing inside my sugarcane farm? Bye. Said bye.